Hi, my name's Stanley. I came up with this strategy after a week of total chaos when nothing was working. And suddenly, two simple indicators started giving signals that literally explained the market. That was the turning point, the moment when I first felt that I really understood price movements. And today I'll show you exactly how this strategy helps you see clarity where there used to be only noise. So please stay until the end and you'll understand why I still use it today. And of course, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel and like this video. Let's get started. First, let's prepare the tools for work. I'm setting classic candles and the time frame is 10 seconds. Let's go to the Indicators tab and select the Bollinger Bands and the Momentum. Let's configure the Bollinger Bands first, set the period to 20, set the deviation to 2, go to Style, disable the middle line. Let's set the top line to turquoise with 2 and move the opacity to the right. The bottom line will be yellow with 2 and move the opacity to the right. Let's set the background to white and save. Let's configure the momentum, set the period to 5, go to Style. In the main line settings, let's select the line shape type with 2, move opacity to the right. Let's make the upline turquoise and save. So the indicators are ready to go, and friend, if you trade on your phone, set it up the same way. I start trading with a dynamic signal. Expiration is 1 minute, and I'm opening a long trade for $45. Now I'll explain in detail how to work with this strategy. In fact, everything is really very simple and clear. Look, the first signal is the behavior of the price relative to the lower yellow border. When the candles touch this level and then start to move upward, the market clearly shows a reaction from support. Such a rebound often indicates that sellers have exhausted their pressure and buyers are gradually taking the initiative. The structure levels out at this point and the first sign of growth appears. Next, a second confirming factor comes into play, the momentum indicator. Its turquoise line crosses the thin middle line from bottom to top, indicating a strengthening momentum. This means that the upward movement is gaining additional energy and is developing not by chance, but on the basis of growing strength. Let's see. And it's a great start. I'm locking in $41 in profit and continuing to monitor the chart. The market is now entering an active period and I'm gathering those who want to go through it with me. On Telegram there's auto-copying, analytics, personal assistance and closed strategies. Access will not be open for long, so just write to me to get in before the action starts. A few minutes later, the market gave me another chance. Expiration is 1 minute, and I'm opening a short trade for $86. After a slight increase, the price approaches the resistance zone and begins to gradually lose momentum. The rise slows down, the movement becomes cautious, and the market seems unable to find the strength to continue growing. The candles are noticeably shorter, the bodies become less confident, which immediately reflects the weakening of buying pressure. At the same time, the structure of this chart looks smooth and logical, without sharp jerks or chaotic movements. The direction begins to shift downwards smoothly, forming a clear and readable scenario. In such a situation, the moment to enter downwards seems particularly appropriate because the market itself suggests a change in priority and a readiness to develop a downward movement. And I got another $79 in profit. So I'm moving on to the next setup. Next, I see a sharp impulse forming. With the 1 minute expiration, I'm opening a short trade for $611. Despite a slight increase, buyers were unable to maintain control over the movement. The chart clearly shows how the upward impulse quickly fades and the candles begin to shift downwards. The rise didn't develop, the structure is breaking down, and the market is increasingly coming under pressure from sellers. Both indicators further reinforce the situation. They simultaneously show a clear signal for a decline, fully confirming what is happening on the chart. The downward movement looks logical, without noise and unnecessary doubts, so expecting a profit in this situation seems perfectly reasonable. And friend, if you still have questions after watching this video, be sure to write to me in a private message on Telegram. I'll be happy to help you. And the result is pleasing. I'm taking $562 in profit. So I'm moving towards the end of the series. At the end of the day, a clear and technically accurate signal appears. The timer is set to 1 minute, and I'm opening a short trade for $1,174. The price approaches the resistance level, pauses briefly, and then clearly reverses downward. The market reaction appears confident and timely, the growth doesn't continue, and pressure from above immediately makes itself felt. The candles begin to move the movement down in a smooth, consistent chain, without chaotic fluctuations and sharp pullbacks. The structure is neat and easy to read, which indicates control on the part of sellers and a correct reaction to the key level. And at the same time, the chart clearly shows a global downward trend. The current movement fits perfectly into its logic. The downward momentum looks stable, the direction is confirmed by the structure, so I'm pretty confident that the decline will continue to develop further. Let's see. The final result is a profit of $1,080. The balance reaches $2,254. Let's sum up. I'm happy with the result. My balance has grown from $47 to $2,254. And if you have any questions about the methodology itself or want to understand it more deeply, feel free to write to me on Telegram. I'll be happy to help you. Thank you very much for watching, liking and subscribing to the channel. See you soon and happy trading!